In 1987, you were the first African-American appointed to the Supreme Court in Tennessee.
No.
That's not true.
That's not right.
Correct me.
Yes. In 1990, in August of 1990, George Brown, black lawyer in Memphis, was appointed to the Supreme Court. He served for 6 months, having lost the election in August of 1980, August of 1980. So he was the first to serve. I'm the second to serve, but I'm the first to be elected, and the first to have been Chief Justice, and the first to have been re-elected, obviously. So I do like to give him credit for being the first one.
Now, you were re-elected and elected. You're the first, I believe, to be re-elected or to be elected statewide.
That's right.
How did you run your campaign?
With a great amount of fear.
Why do you say that?
Well, because I knew that there were forces which were formidable and which were funded, who would rather I not be there. So I ran it on the basis of, we got to get this thing going.
What were some of the dynamic tools that you used during campaign?
Dynamic tools? What do you mean?
Such as types of marketing, perhaps, or the what suits you?
Well, you talk about marketing. This was not a campaign where millions of dollars were raised. As a matter of fact, it was less than $100,000 for a statewide campaign. So, you don't have television, and you just have to tailor what you spend to what you have available. But I tried to present myself as an honest, decent person, and with a record that you can look at. 20-year, 30-year record. Well, 20 years back then, 25-year record that you could look at. And apparently more persons believed in me than didn't.
Did this come as a surprise to you when you heard the results that you had been reelected?
No, I wouldn't say surprise. It came more as a relief. I knew it would be very close, and I had even prepared myself to be defeated. I mean, after all, it's absolutely up to the voters, not up to me. And when the polls closed that evening at 7 o'clock, I'd done all I could do. And I was, hoping that it didn't have to come out the way I wanted it to.
Well, in 1993, you were appointed to the Supreme Court.
That's right.
And in May of 96, you were the Chief Justice.
That's right.
What were some of the duties and responsibilities that came along with being Chief Justice?
In addition to doing your regular work, you have to supervise the court, the whole court system, all 170 judges, and the administrative office of the court you have to supervise. You have to designate judges. You have to supply judges to benches that for some reason or another, the judge is sick, had to go out of town, or illness or whatever. You have to set the policy for the judicial system. You have where we're going and how we're going to get there. You have to interact with the legislature to make sure that we, the judiciary, remain a separate and independent part of government. You have budget, you have financial problems to deal with, you have disciplinary problems sometimes to deal with. Then you have the Supreme Court docket, you have to run it, you have case justifications, you have conference, and you have to run your own office too.
You are the only black Tennessean that has been elected statewide for a government office, which makes you the highest ranking black official in the state of Tennessee. This means you had a vigorous campaign, which you said was being honest, and presenting yourself that way. And would you do or change anything that you did for campaign?
Well, it's easy to look back and say you would have done this or would have done the other, but considering the outcome, I guess I wouldn't have changed much.